guys, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to reverse drift. So what is reverse drifting in GTA? Reverse drifting is basically like normal drifting, but obviously in reverse. Wowzers. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving helpful tips and as well just providing more clarity on what to do and how you can pull this off. Because once you understand it, it's kind of a little bit easier. Obviously, your brain is probably going to be more focused on like normal drifting, but once you kind of get like let go of that for reverse drifting, it actually becomes a little bit easier. So quickly, I'm gonna go over what cars you can use to reverse drift. Cars like the RX-7, the 370Z, and the S13 are all great cars for beginners. I feel like the Z is probably the best one out of all those, but all three of those cars are really good. On the other hand, the stuff like the Drift Yosemite and the Drift Tampa, they're not the best for beginners. The Drift Tampa is big, which makes it very weird to fit through obviously smaller spaces. It works great in open spaces, but that's where the reverse drift realistically lacks. But the Drift Tampa is not bad if you get some practice in it. The Drift Yosemite being big as is, it also makes it a little bit harder to fit through spaces like the Drift Tampa, but as well, the Drift Yosemite really likes to over-rotate or throughout the reverse drift lose its angle and straighten up on you. So it makes the car a little bit harder, but I would not really recommend it to do it anyways. So the problem with reverse drifting is that in an open area, you can't exactly hold one corner because the car wants to straighten out back, or it's just you can't hold the angle forever. So the way you get around that is by either turning back and drifting normally for a second to regain speed to then do another corner, or you couple it with 360s and stuff like that to keep the car going. Now that you guys know all of that, we can now get into what you're supposed to do. So to start initiation into a reverse drift, all you gotta do realistically is turn into the corner the opposite way than you normally would with like normal drifting. Then you want to get the car slowed down as well while you're doing that. So a little bit of brake, which will turn into your reverse, and then you need to use a little bit of handbrake, so that way your car actually slows down and stays in that angle. Because if you don't use handbrake or don't use enough of it, your car is going to just spin out and do a 360, or it's just going to slowly get out of that angle, and then you're just basically going in reverse. So now that your car is in the correct angle you need to make it around the corner, and your car is slowed down enough to start going reverse, go into reverse and start going throughout the corner. Throughout the corner, you just want to make sure you're like reverse controlling. So basically like throttle control, but instead it's reverse. So it's just, make sure you're lightly tapping it because you rarely want to hold it, or else you're going to use a little bit too much and you end up just going to smashing into stuff, basically. And as well, I do use a little bit of counter steering. You don't really need to in reverse because your car kind of handles where your car is going, but I still use a little bit just so that way you can keep that angle and change the angle throughout the corner. So now we're going to talk a bit about how to do reverse transitions. So how you do them is the main concept of it is basically switching from the backwards angle that you're at, spinning it around to being front again, and then doing another spin, so 180, to being backwards again and going throughout the next corner. So, how do you accomplish this? Well, you're going to start out obviously with the angle that you're at from the previous corner, and you're going to switch back to the front. How you're going to do this is just turning the wheels to make the car spin, and after the car is in front, you're just going to spin again But on the second spin, really make sure you're slowing the car down a little bit, and as well, just, you know, so that way you can again stay in drift, stay in the corner, or like in the angle you need. So after you go on that angle, you can just go to the corner again, and that's basically a quick summary of how to do that. I'm hoping this provided some clarity in a basic level, and hopefully you guys at least learned a thing or two on how to do this, because that is my main goal. Obviously, if you practice more and get comfortable in your car, you'll be able to do this easier. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next one, and I'm out. Peace.